You did such an extraordinary job in this movie. I just really was very riveted by your performance. So first of all, congratulations on
Thank
doing
you.
such a wonderful job.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Now, of course, this is such a popular novel, and the film has been made a few times. So I was wondering, before you approached the role of Mary, had you read the novel, had you watched any of the other films to kind of get an idea of who she was, or did you rather not do that?
So yeah, before okay, so when my mum was a kid, it was her
Mhm.
favorite book. Very
Yes.
nice. And then when I was about 7, I read it, and I really liked it. Again, nice. And then so I think before doing the film, I was pretty familiar with the story, I'd say. I did know quite a bit about it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and so that obviously helps in, helping you engage in who she was and everything. But what I love so much about Mary is she's quite resilient. She has gone through a very hard time, and she has to make the best of everything. Did you find that you related to her in any way?
Yeah, thankfully, I don't relate to the whole
Oh, thank goodness, yes.
yeah, orphan thing.
Yeah, yeah,
But I guess, by the end, I think she does really value her friends and appreciates their friendship. And I'd like to think that I value my friends too, my friends and
yeah.
family. So I suppose
Uh,
I can relate in that way to the character.
Yeah, yeah. And what about in terms of how she, it's kind of like a survival mechanism, obviously. And, like we say, thank God you don't have to go through anything that she went through. But she uses her imagination so well. Is that something that you find important in your own life, to just think of great, good things, happy things?
Yeah, I guess even more so when I was younger, when I was littler, I guess I read a lot,
Mhm.
a lot of
Yeah.
books, and in reading books, you have to use your imagination a lot. So yeah, I'd say I, I know a fair bit about imagination.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
no, it's important to have it and to use it for sure. Tell me a little bit about your preparation for playing Mary and what you loved most about being in this film.
okay, I'd say probably to prepare, all I did was really reread the book,
Hmm.
because obviously, my memory was a little bit fuzzy. But yeah, that's all I really did in terms of preparation. I think in terms of shooting it,
Hmm.
I what was your question? I'm so sorry.
No, is it just what you enjoyed most about making this film? Because there's so many lovely moments too.
Yeah, there were a lot of things. I guess one of the main things is when we got to actually shoot in the gardens.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. It was really nice weather the whole time, midsummer, and all the gardens were genuinely really, really pretty and really beautiful. And so, yeah, that whole experience was very, very happy time, very
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, especially in London, we get a lot of rain. So
Quite a fair bit of rain. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, and I just loved the reality of the gardens. How much of it was really there, and then how much was kind of CG? Because it's just stunning, just beautiful location.
Yeah, they really were beautiful. I think, yeah, the majority of the gardens, almost all of it, was real.
Hmm.
And I
Wow.
think it's kind of a common misconception that it was CGI, because it really wasn't. Like the cool thing was that we did get to experience all of the fantastical stuff that you see in the film. So yeah, the
Mhm.
only I think just the whole experience of being in the gardens and seeing all that stuff and all the nature, which I didn't even know existed in the UK. There's
Wow.
quite a variety of stuff. I think that was just an amazing experience overall, I'd say.
Absolutely. Next time I go, I'm gonna seek out these locations. It's
Cool.
just beautiful, beautiful. Why do you think that this story endures, and it can just keep getting retold in a new way and people just love it? What do you think it is?
I think probably just because the main, like the core themes and messages of the book
Yeah.
are still prevalent today. That's what makes it such a good story. Like, for example, you know, people can grow and change. That's like one of the
Hmm.
main themes, I guess, the main
Yeah,
messages, which
absolutely.
is still as true as it was when the book was first written ages ago. And how we need to protect nature and conserve it, and how we should appreciate it more. I think the reason why the story can be retold and adapted so many different times is simply because the actual main messages of it are always relevant, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, for sure. You get to work with some great people in this film. Let's start with Colin Firth, who's absolutely one of my favorite actors in the world. He's such a nice guy, but he's not so nice to Mary in the beginning. So it must have been hard for him to be so mean to you.
Yeah, I mean, working with Colin was very, very cool. It was really fun. And I mean, I'm sure you know, but like, he's a really genuinely, really nice person,
Yes.
a very interesting person as well. You know, he was really kind. And I think it was just a really amazing experience because obviously you grow up and you see people on the telly and on films and stuff, and then you see them in real life, and it's like, wow, kind of cool. So it was quite a privilege to be able to work with him.
Yeah, and tell me about working with Julie Walters too, another amazing veteran actress.
Exactly. And again, you know, she was extremely funny, very kind, very interesting person. And, you know, again, really inspirational to watch, even not just when she's acting, but when the way she behaves, you know, to other people, like how she is as a person. And she was just really nice. And it was a really, really cool experience.
As a young actress yourself, what do you take from working with these people? What do you learn?
Um, I think I learned quite a bit. Nothing in particular, nothing specific,
Yeah.
but I think just overall, like being with these people and being around these people, you learn things kind of subliminally, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and I think just being around people and picking up certain things is really interesting. It was very valuable lessons.
Yeah. And your relationship with the two boys too. Like it just seemed that you guys have instant chemistry when you got to set and
Yeah, I mean, I'd hope so. You know, I I can't speak on their behalf, but
well, on
I,
your behalf.
but, yeah, they're really nice people, I guess. And it was also really cool because obviously I'm a child, and
Yes.
usually when I'm on these things, it's a lot of adults, which is fine. Adults are fine, but it's quite nice sometimes to have people your own age
Yeah.
on set doing stuff with you. So that was
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. So, like I said, we're going to be seeing a lot more of you. I am sure of that. But do you have anything coming up next after The Secret Garden? Or so I know we can't shoot right now, but maybe something that you have in the can, or something that we might see you in down the road.
I mean, obviously, due to the whole situation going on right now, everything's a little bit up in the air, so to
Hmm.
speak. But that I can't talk about anything just yet, but there might be a couple of things soon.
Oh, I'm not surprised. For sure, like I said, we'll be talking to you for many years to come. Well, Dixie, thank you so much for your time. Like I said, you were absolutely extraordinary in this film. I loved it so, so much. And I hope everybody will watch it and get to know you a little bit better. Thank you so much.
Very much.
Okay, have a good day.
You too.